Hello, 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 hello. How is everyone doing? It is Monday. Lovely, lovely Monday. Or maybe not lovely Monday, who knows? Hey, good morning. Awaken the beast. Awaken the beast. And Atsuki. How's it going? Alright. Good morning, Alms and Quentin. It is Monday morning. While you guys start thinking about topics, I will fix the dice. I hope everyone's weekend was good. Mine was very laid back. I was streaming, what was it, on Friday or Saturday night? And I streamed for an hour, and then I was like completely just falling asleep. Uh, so I had to stop the stream. My energy just took a knee. My plan was to paint more on that stream, but it didn't happen. What I started painting on was this one. The idea was to finish it, but yeah, I will. I'm aiming towards Wednesday to stream again. We'll see with timings. But yeah, so this one is creeping close to finish. I was streaming painting this one. Still a lot of things to tweak though, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Hey there, Bart. So, people, topics. Throw them at me so I can start painting. Give me topics. Give me topics. Give me topics. $1,781 awesome people have clicked the follow button. We are getting close to special stream of 2000. The free lecture. Eric Mui, how's it going? So we got Cyborg Beast, Cheesy Gnome, Gargoyle Guardian of the East Tower. Wow. Oh, what a topic. I would love to do that. I'm almost just gonna say screw the dice, alms win. That's a crazy cool topic. I see like this half demon thing standing on a shiny floor. That's what I see. With like that royal amber room in Russia. Game over. Oh, cool topic. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's roll the dice. If it's 5 or 6, it's me. If it's 5 or 6, it's me. It's number 1. Oh shit, Atsuki had written as well. Blue silk it is. Atsuki wins. Blue silk. Ooh, it's a pretty lady. By Atsuki. Blue silk by Atsuki. Hey, Zelin. Good morning. All right, let's start the timer. Blue silk, blue silk, blue silk, blue silk, blue silk. Oh. Okay, I kind of got a picture in my head. Let's see if I can. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can capture it. No. Hmm. So the idea is kind of like this woman in motion with kind of like this Chinese dress, you know, that high slit dress, and having the silk or cloth kind of fly in the air. And for some reason it was smoke and a background. So we'll see. We'll see. Azutin Mila. All hail Mila. Hot chili sausage sandwich for breakfast. Awaken the beast. That's a pretty good breakfast. Good. It's a good breakfast for your stomach as well. That's gonna put things in motion for sure. And by the way, I'll try something today. Yet another experiment. You know, we have to experiment to grow. So it's nothing new, but it's new for the 30-minute warm-up thing. So what I figured out, there's some artist that has this fantastic brushwork, yet it's like overlaid on top of the painting. So what I figured out was, like, if you put an overlay layer and you choose a light gray, you can like brush in texture stuff on top. So now I can keep painting underneath, you know, and you'll still have those textural brush marks on top. Hey, Lose the Awesome. Cheers for that, man. Much appreciated. Cheers. Thanks for the love. Zutun, marinated herring or pickled herring. That's pretty good, man. Pickled herring is tasty with boiled potatoes. Or mackerel in chili tomato sauce. Oof, that's tasty as well. I don't know what this woman is doing with her hands, but I'm going with it. But let's try to mute the top. Let's try to not do the classic top light, and let's try to switch it up a bit. Refocus the focus. Yeah, so that little hack of overlay, I'm going to obviously work more with it as this painting moves along. But it's a really nice little way to get cool brush marks on top of your already awesome brush marks. No, I noticed. I was looking at one artist that I've always what's it called? Admired his like last 5% finishing abilities for his illustrations or concepts. They always had this fantastic look and feel. And the artist's name is Michael Kutche. He's a little bit of my enemy, but you know, like, you got to give props where his skill is in question. You know, he is skilled. Many years ago, we had some beef. Not that I care anymore. It's water on the bridge. But I have earmarked him as a questionable character. But nonetheless, his art is amazing. And one of his style is like super textural and it has this really cool look to it. And I'm always like, how the does he do that? And I kind of figured it out the other week, and I talked to the guys at work about it. Showed it, and that's about the extent of what I experimented with that technique. But I thought I'd try to use it more, and I thought, what better place to experiment than 30-minute warm-up? So here we are. Awaken the beast. It depends completely on the client. Some clients really want you to come over um, for meetings or sit there and draw. Some clients, like because of secrecy or input, they want direct feedback. So some bigger clients, they fly you over, but that doesn't happen that much. Like overall, just generally, they just want the file transfer. Wherever that is, most of the times the client don't care. Um, so that's that. It depends completely what's the setup. I mean, in my situation, it's slightly unique, but generally, outsourcing studios have freelancers, and other outsourcing studios don't want freelancer, and they want all artists in-house. So it's a little bit up to the studio, and nothing is right or wrong. It's all about the preference, really. The problem with getting a freelancer, if you're a team, is that some artists are not disciplined, so you never know how much they apply themselves, because it's a little bit different than a physical sitting at the physical desk and they can be supervised. It's more common with younger people because they're younger and they're not as disciplined. But it's a part of the process, working together. Arms. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. I mean, I just quickly showed it, but it does do really cool stuff. And if you have a nice textural brush, um, you can really fiddle with it. And I think one thing that works really well, which I haven't tried yet, is, I mean, obviously now I'm using a textural brush, um, but what I think is needed is like you need to smooth a lot of parts and then apply that later. So it's one of those like finishing moves um, when you get closer to the painting's end, right? Like I talked about this the other week about um, the process. When I failed, um, I mentioned that you need to learn the process, and sometimes your painting will look ugly for a very long time, and then when you apply the moves, like your finishing touches, it's gonna come alive. And that's a very important part of being a painter or illustrator, especially, but in general, just to paint, is to know your process and um, know at what point do you need to switch it up. At what point do you need to start doing your special sauce moves? I'm trying to, in my mind, see women in silk dresses. Like how, trying to mentally visualize a woman in a silk dress and how the folds hang. So I'm trying to like the first picture I tried to capture is like a like you know the like a Chinese woman in the traditional garbs like from a western. That's where my mind went first. Stupid mind. Hey Captain Jetlag, good morning. And Captain Bulls. How's it going? The Bulls. Captain Bulls, Captain Bulls. And I must say about Michael Kutch's finishing move about that overlay thing. I think Angry Sausage on the Discord were talking about how he did textures in a very similar way, uh, and that's where I kind of got an aha moment. But props to Angry Sausage for talking about his texture process. That was the source. Zootin, yeah. Yeah, I mean, punctuality and accuracy it's one of those kind of grown-up things, right? Like when you're a young guy, you don't care. You just punch the clock, right? You just do what you need to do, cheat as much as possible, get it done. Um, on average. And then there comes a point where there's like professional, um, not professionalism, but like how you see yourself, and then you start thinking about the big picture rather than just you. And one thing that you have to learn if you want to have a successful freelance career is what you just said, Zutin. Punctuality and accuracy, and accountability is also another one. That they can trust you. They don't need to chase you. You always deliver what's being promised or discussed. There's no, oh, I'm sorry, I went to the cinema. I don't have, I missed the deadline, or you know, whatever random scenario you can think about. Random excuses. Bjorn. Yeah, but that's the thing with freelance. It can be really, really good, but if you don't care about appearance or care about professional accountability or punctuality and so on, that freelance career is going to be a hard time, or you have to quickly learn to grow up. I know that some, like one of these like young guys with crazy skills, and all of a sudden they get all these requests from bigger studios, and then they try. I've seen it many times that they try to maintain that young man mentality. Usually men, uh, and about, you know, like slacking off, you know, like all these things, and then quickly you see how the companies don't give a shit, and if they want to have a career, they all of a suddenly have to do loads of overtime, lots of crunching, because they haven't been disciplined. So they're always pushing the contracts to the end, and then you meet them, and they're like all like worked to the bone. They don't have no time management, no nothing. And then you meet them the next time, like a year later, and then there's like the completely different person is there. They've had to grow up. They've had to time management. They had to be punctual. They have to project management, client management, you know, all these things. And you see it. It's like, all right, you've been baptized through fire. And it happens so many times. I've seen it a lot. Hey, Chilstrand, you made it. Captain Bose, I'm so scared. Why are you scared, dude? You don't need to be scared. You should be scared if you're a young guy that slacks off. Then you get a studio job. Then you don't need to care. Then you just go and punch the clock. Freelance career is different. It's a different beast. One thing I haven't never tried, which I think um, it could be really useful if done right, and if you have the right thing, is using an agent to get job, and the agent sells you into companies, and the agent, uh, you know, reps you. I haven't done it. I don't really know anyone who has done it, but I know it happens, and it happens a lot, which would be a really interesting. I wish I knew who in particular. I should ask actually, who's been using an agent to get a job. You know, what was the experience? It would be really interesting. Okay, we're 2/3 in. I'd say the pin is pretty interesting. Famous last words. Um, let's cheat. Let's cheat. I like cheating. No, actually, I don't like cheating. But let's cheat a little bit. Let's, as this is not going to be sold for anything, I will use some pattern. Actually, no. It's going to be so much work. Yeah, screw it. I'll make my own. we get some pattern down. Squash, stretch it a bit, make it less copy pasted. Like so. Okay, let's then make some cool design maybe. Okay, I guess we got that pattern. Switch that layer off. Captain Jetlag, not really. We are an outsourcing studio, so we don't, we don't hunt work for anyone else except for the studio. I mean, the studio is obviously any company is looking for work, so it's not like we are looking for work for other studios. We are looking for work for our studio. So that's no, we are not an agency. That's nice, Captain Boss. Congratulations. Captain Jetlag, yeah. In the studio, you don't have that same drive, Zootin, in a way, yes, but also no. Of course, outsourcing studio wants work, so they're looking for work, but they're not like to that extent, Captain Boss, yeah, that is true. Captain Jetlag, freelancing and networking is super important. It's the only way you got to do it. If you don't, who will find you? So in a way, it's find the correct job, find the correct client, work together, get famous together. If that happens, you're set for life. That client, unless you screw up, will more or less always come to you for work. He will say, oh yeah, this Captain Bose guy, loved working with him. Why change, right? And then next client, the next client, and after a while, you'll have your set clients that will always return, and you have a great working relationship with. You love working with them, they love working with you, and as you grow together, the the red tape is lessen and lessen, and you'll start to know what you want from each other and so on. Ideal situation is like that. That's not always the case, but you know, that's how it is as a freelancer, I guess. No, where is Awaken the Beast? Igak 6. Louis the Awesome. I have some on the YouTube archive. I have many in print throughout the years, and not anything available like that. No. Yeah, Captain Boss. Gug 6, how's it going, my dear friend? I got some shit in my throat all day. I guess it's that time of the year, eh? So, let's try that overlay hack to get some extra textures in there. So nice, actually. I really like it. You can like direct the light. Obviously now it's grayscale, but it's like a very soft brush that you can like make just a little bit of noise in there. And you don't need to worry about the underlying. Yeah, I will try to use this more often. Oh really? Far Cry 5, that's pretty cool, man. Gug 6, what I always think though when they approach you like that, unless they literally tell you to change your style, you might just need to do your style. Maybe you can send them an email and asking what's the preferred style direction, and you can give them example of a platter, like taste platter of different styles you do, and you can show them like, this is what I was thinking. What do you think about this direction? And then they go, yeah or no, we want this, we want that. I mean, obviously you're not a like photo bash type of guy. So information can go two ways. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't need to also like wait for them to tell you how to do. You can also suggest, oh, what if I do this? What if I do that? You know, what if I paint it in this style? Is that something you like? Super soft painting today. So let's finish it as it's called, blue silk. Let's cheat and just make the painting blue. Such a cheater. Let's take it one more step. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm digging that. All right. James Zapata. It's a little bit James Zapata. But it's me. Just kidding. All right. Thanks everyone for joining in. Have a fantastic day. Good night if you're in that part of the world. See you guys tomorrow morning at the same time for more rants. Oh man, I so enjoy our morning streams together. I have some cool plans for season 3. Uh, all right. Bye everyone. See you tomorrow.